Today, we're diving into a topic that can sometimes be really tricky to navigate, when your intuition is telling you to stop, or when you might actually be experiencing a covert avoidant state. It's especially challenging for those of us who struggle with emotional dysregulation, where it's difficult to tell the difference between your inner wisdom and your fears trying to protect you from discomfort. In this video, we'll explore 1. How to understand your intuition. 2. How emotional dysregulation can cloud your judgment. 3. How to differentiate between intuition and avoidance. 4. And most importantly, how to make the best decision when you're feeling stuck or confused. So let's get into it. Let's first talk about what intuition really is. Intuition is that gut feeling, the inner voice that tells us something isn't quite right, or urges us to take a step in a particular direction. It's often based on a deep, subconscious understanding of patterns we've picked up over time. It's not always logical, but it's often rooted in our life experiences. On the other hand, covert avoidance happens when you feel that same instinct to pull back, but it's driven by fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, or the fear of having to face discomfort or emotional pain. It's a protective mechanism that tries to keep you in your comfort zone. The key difference is that intuition is about protecting your well-being, while avoidance is driven by the desire to shield yourself from emotional discomfort or difficult feelings. Now, let's bring in emotional dysregulation. For those of us who struggle with managing our emotions, the line between intuition and avoidance can become very blurred. When you're emotionally dysregulated, meaning you're feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or stressed, your ability to make clear, rational decisions can be clouded. When you're dysregulated, your brain is in a state of fight or flight, and this can amplify both your intuition and your fears. What you might perceive as an intuitive feeling to stop could actually be an emotional response to stress. You might be avoiding a situation because the emotions attached to it feel too intense or difficult to manage. It's important to recognize this pattern, because emotional dysregulation can make it harder to trust your own inner guidance. So, how do we tell the difference between intuition and avoidance? Here are a few signs to look for. 1. Intuition feels calm and clear. Even though you may feel some discomfort, your intuition usually presents itself with clarity. It's not impulsive, it's steady, and it doesn't carry the heavy weight of fear. On the other hand, avoidance feels urgent and based on fear. If you're feeling emotionally overwhelmed or panicked, this is more likely avoidance. You'll feel the desire to escape or retreat quickly. 2. Intuition feels protective. Your intuition is meant to keep you safe, but not from growth. It warns you when something isn't right, or when continuing down a path could harm your well-being. If the decision to stop feels aligned with your values, and gives you peace in the long term, it's likely intuition. Avoidance, however, feels limiting. If the desire to stop is based on a fear of something difficult, like rejection, failure, or the unknown, it's likely avoidance. Avoidance will prevent you from taking risks that could actually benefit you in the long run. 3. Intuition is linked to the body. Often, intuition will manifest as a feeling in your gut or a deep sense of knowing in your body. Avoidance, however, is often felt as a tightness in the chest, a sense of unease, or even a desire to physically run away from the situation. When you're emotionally dysregulated, it's easy for these two to get mixed up. So, how do you deal with this confusion? Here are a few steps you can take to make the best decision when you're stuck between intuition and avoidance. 1. Pause and ground yourself. When you feel overwhelmed, take a moment to breathe. Grounding exercises can help calm the body and bring your mind back to the present. This will give you the clarity to discern if the feelings you're experiencing are based on fear or wisdom. You can try deep breathing or mindfulness meditation to center yourself before making a decision. 2. Journal your thoughts. Write down what you're feeling and why you want to stop. Ask yourself, is this decision based on fear of the unknown, or does it truly feel like a warning? Writing can help externalize your thoughts and bring a sense of objectivity to your decision-making process. 3. Reflect on past experiences. Think back to situations where you've trusted your intuition before. Did it lead you to safety or growth? How did it feel when you made decisions based on your gut? Use these past experiences as a guide. 4. Get outside perspective. Sometimes, when we're emotionally dysregulated, we can't see the bigger picture. It can be helpful to talk things through with a trusted friend, mentor, or therapist. They can help you evaluate whether your fear is a real warning or just avoidance at play. 5. Make a small commitment. If you're really unsure, take small steps forward. This can help you. Test your intuition. If you feel like continuing, great. If you feel a deeper sense of discomfort, you'll have more clarity on whether it's avoidance or genuine intuition telling you to stop. To sum up, it's important to distinguish between your intuition and avoidance, especially when emotional dysregulation is in play. Trusting yourself is a process that takes time and practice, but by grounding yourself, journaling, and getting outside perspective, you can start to make decisions that align with your true wisdom, not just your fears. Thank you so much for joining me today as we explore the power of our inner compass, our intuition. I encourage you to take the time to reconnect with that quiet, guiding voice within, to trust yourself, and to offer the love, comfort, and support you truly deserve. Before we close, I want to leave you with a short poem that touches on the balance between intuition and avoidance, a theme that's deeply tied to healing and reconnecting with your true self. When doubt clouds the path ahead, and fear whispers words unsaid, is it instinct that calls you near, or avoidance, masked in fear? A quiet voice, soft and clear, says, "Trust yourself, the way is here." But shadows loom, they make you wait, afraid to choose, afraid of fate. In stillness, listen, soft and true, intuition speaks, and guides you through. Avoidance pulls with gentle might, to keep you safe, to dim the light. But strength lies in the inner sound, of knowing when to stand your ground. When fear subsides and doubt retreats, your heart will know where trust completes. So stop, breathe deep, and let it be the choice to trust, to simply see the difference clear within your heart, when to stop, and when to start. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content on emotional well-being. And if you're struggling with this topic, feel free to share your experiences or questions below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and take care of yourself.